Yeah. Right. She know the shade soon. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk, that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the fakes, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like did you see what just happened when he left for alone?
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny, she wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, she gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuff wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Kountry Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny, she wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, she gon' laugh or tear. Oh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, decide how to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's Tube reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny, she wear that crown. Skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
What's up, y'all? It is it's reaction talk time with Shay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and welcome. It is Friday, June the 20th, 2025, 10:34 a.m. out here, and I am going to react to 3 of Kountry Wayne's skits, and we're going to take a look at them. We are not going to watch the entire skits, but we will watch enough of it, and then I will give my reaction. Before we start off with the skits, though, guys, let me ask you to do me a couple of favors. I was just on the daggone area where it's at. Could you guys thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content? Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment, and thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen, and sometime soon I'll put it in the comment section. All right, guys. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. All right. So today, guys, like I said before, we are going to do 3 of Kountry Wayne's skits. The first skit that I want to show you guys is when Anthony is apologizing to Amber, and clearly they must have been listening to Shay's too, because I've been saying for the longest, I wish they would let Anthony apologize in a sincere way to Amber, even though they did it too late. All right, because Amber is now saying something else, but I don't think she really means that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. So we are going to check this out. Go get you something to eat, something to drink, and relax and see. Or if you are at work, watch me and listen to me on the down low. But don't get caught, like I always say. And now we are getting ready to go ahead and watch this skit. And hopefully it works pretty good. So far it's been doing good, so let's hope that it does good today too. All right. I'm not even going to turn that music on because I'm getting ready to put the video on, okay? So let's go ahead and watch that.
Hey. wanted to come by and tell you. I heard you the other day at our therapy session. I want you to know that I meant everything that I said, and I heard everything that you said. Amber, when I heard you say that you just wanted to end it all, I crushed you. And it made me take a real deep look at myself. It let me know that everything that I've done is wrong. You're not wrong. You were never wrong. I acted out of ego. And you acted out of emotion. I can't be you and you can't be me. But I should have been that strength to keep our household together. I should have been there for you instead of judging you. I should have comforted you. And Amber, I'm so sorry that we're here now. I really am, and I mean that.
Thank you. Thank you. Those words make me definitely feel better. They don't make the situation better. You still have a baby outside of us. I appreciate you taking the time to come over and tell me that. And the one thing that I've realized is that these therapy sessions, they're not for us to work our marriage out. They are for us to be friends after the divorce.
Wow. I never looked at it like that.
Yeah.
If we could at least salvage that.
Okay, we're going to stop right there. So somebody in the comment section said, I guess the writers want them together, and I can't watch them together because he is so thick and she is so weak. And then somebody else said, no, she's not weak, just applying God's rules to forgive and forget. And yes, Anthony is one you cannot trust easily, but I feel he does regret hurting her the way he did. But know that to forgive someone after they have wronged you in such a tremendous way is not for them, it's for you. She needs to forgive herself and let's go. Move forward with a clean mind and spirit. Yes, she was wrong in her actions, but he was worse to betray with her so-called best friend. Okay, so the thing is, I'm glad that he did apologize. First thing that I want to say. And also, they both did wrong, right? I don't think his is worse because he did it in the marriage, okay? But she cheated as well. So they both cheated, I think the hardest thing for Amber to get through, to forgive him about is the baby. All right. And this is why I think that they should go ahead and request a second paternity test to make sure that child is Anthony. And you would have thought that he would be raising, his eyebrows anyway, in probably feeling like he should get another DNA test because Shayla took so long to change the baby's last name. So with that being said, you would have already thought that he would probably be leaning toward getting another DNA test. And it's easy to do. He could take the baby out himself and get himself tested and find out if that child is really his. Okay? Because if the baby isn't his, Amber may be willing to try that marriage again. It is hard to accept a man who cheats with your best friend, but then on top of that, he cheats and get your best friend pregnant. So this is the first thing after apologizing, because I've been saying he should be apologizing, sincerely. Now he needs to go get a second paternity test because Shayla, please, and then he needs to remember, how did he get in this situation? Okay. He was intoxicated and she seduced him. He needs to tell his wife all about this. Okay. He needs to tell his wife that Shayla seduced him when he was drunk. And then the next day, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Shayla did, about Kountry Wayne and Amber. And she only did it to get ammunition for what she's, to keep on doing what she's doing, and for him to keep on doing what he's doing with her, because he was mad, as most people would be, finding out that their wife cheated with the business partner and best friend right before and up to the day they got married. All right. So I feel like he was doing a lot of this stuff because of that, even though that is not an excuse, because I think he should have still just stopped Shayla, stopped that stuff right then and there, went to his wife right from the start, told her what happened, and, asked her about Wayne, and they could have, worked on everything right then and there. And then when Shayla became pregnant, if she got pregnant that first day, then they could have did a DNA test together, everybody. And then Anthony should have made sure that he mailed that DNA test off, not Shayla, who hands it to her skankish mom. But I tell you what, let me say this again. If it's revealed that that baby is not his, and Shayla's mom changed that DNA test, it's going to be a hot ass mess. And hopefully the writers will lean toward that way, because I think that would make a good, skit. I really do. But I'm glad to see that they're listening to us, because I've been screaming every single time that I think if they want to save the marriage, or at least be friends, and have a decent divorce where she's not taking everything from him, then I think he needs to sincerely apologize. And he just did that, and let her know that he understands the way she feels, and feels, and that he's truly sorry, and whatever else he needed to say. And he did that in this skit. I don't agree with this girl talking about Shayla. I mean, not Shayla. Amber is weak. Amber is stronger than a lot of women. Okay, because a lot of women would have been definitely incarcerated and lost their career and everything else, because they would be so, mad over this entire thing. It would be so vindictive and everything else. Amber did a good job. She lost it a few times, but she got it right back. You know what I'm saying? I think she did a good job, and I don't think she's weak. And like this lady said, or this man, she is applying, God's rules to forgive and forget in for her marriage. Okay. I mean, of course, you can get a divorce on grounds of adultery, but she still is applying those vows where it say for better or for worse. Okay. Through thickness and thin. She is doing that. And she did not cheat while she was married. So that's a good thing. She turned down Victor. She turned down Calvin. And, that's a good thing, while Anthony was parading around with Shayla. Period. All right. So y'all tell me in the comment section what y'all think about this skit. Let me go ahead and look for the second skit. I should have been looking for it while I was talking then. Let me see which one I want to show, because I really don't know which one I want to show yet. Let's see. All right, let me see which one I want to show. It won't be this one, because we won't be doing that. Amber looks so different with her hair short like that. She actually looks younger with her hair like that. I like it. I really do. So let's go to the one when Anthony tells Pierre that Amber did not deserve all of this. Let me see if I can pull that one up real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I'm trying to figure out when did they do that one. So let's see. Let's do that one. Let's see if we can pull that up real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna try to do all of these real quick if I can, because I have to get ready to get out of here early today. I mean, really early. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this. This typing, girl. That's why I don't like typing fast, because my ass types so fast that I be missing these damn keys. I be doing the same thing on my phone. Okay, I think it said things. Okay, let's just see if we can pull it up like that. Let me see. When Anthony tells P, I don't want to hear nobody else talking. Let me see if they got music. Okay, here it is. So I have to watch it on here. Hope it's loud enough. So low.
So, I want you to know I heard what you said this morning. Amber didn't deserve any of this. I know I broke her heart. I know I broke her trust. And I'm trying to work hard to get that back. You know, I know that in the past, I haven't always been the best in relationships. But just to see that woman's hurt in her eyes when she said that she didn't want to be here anymore, just keep seeing her. You know, just keep imagining her, and like I caused that. She didn't deserve this.
Yeah, you broke her heart.
It's crazy. I thought therapy was going to help me, you know, like in this, in a, you know, reasonable manner, but it really forced me to look at myself, everything that I've done.
I think it's helping.
You think so?
For you to even have this point of view, it's showing that you're growing and you're taking accountability for what you've done to the woman you love that you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with.
Okay, so they didn't let it play off, so that's good. We're gonna stop it right there because it's so low anyway. So a lot of people say they don't believe him, but I do believe Anthony is being sincere because I mean, what would be the purpose besides, trying to convince Amber not to take all of his money? But the thing is this right here. I don't feel like he has to pretend like this to convince Amber not to take all of his money. All he had to do is just basically apologize and, talk to her sincerely about, everything and be done with it, and then she probably will, lighten up on him. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think he has to go out here and confess to his friend P and then probably Daylin and everybody else in the world. Then plus the way he act, toward Shayla now. So I think he is sincere. I think, like I said before, I believe that Anthony was mad at Amber for cheating with Kountry Wayne. I also believe that he was staying around because of that baby. Okay, I don't really believe that at first he knew what he wanted. I think after this last counseling section, it made him see things a little bit more clear. And now I believe he does know exactly what he wants. Now, I could be wrong. I'm just saying I think that's what he's probably feeling. And again, I believe that somebody that's smart enough needs to tell him that he needs to go get a second DNA test. And it probably will be Chase and Chase. Because in my next skit that I'll show you guys, you are going to see where Chase and his wife are talking about exactly, the baby may not be his and things like that. That baby doesn't even look like him, even though, this is a skit. And we know the baby's not going to really look like him anyway. But, usually they get kids, that look similar to the people. You know what I'm saying? And that baby does not look like him at all, you guys. He's just light skinned. So we're going to see how that's going to play out. And I just hope that, somebody tells him that he needs to go get that second, DNA test. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Hold on. So I do think he is being serious. Okay, I don't agree with some of these people. And I believe that someone will let him know, if not his wife or himself, I don't know why he haven't thought of it, that he needs to get a new DNA test. And y'all need to tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Let's go to this next skit. We're going to do 4 today. Okay, a bonus one, as long as I can do it real quick.
I will. That's man. For what? You gonna change the baby's name? What you gonna change it to? Yours? All right, man. Well, hey, good luck, brother. That's all I'm gonna say, man. All right. I'll tell you say hi. All right. Aunt said what's up.
I'm sure, but did I just hear the baby name trying to change?
Yeah, they're gonna change the baby's name to his name.
Who idea was that?
I ain't even asked all that. They gonna look. I ain't. You know what I want to say.
the baby ain't there, right? The baby ain't his.
I'm sitting here like, who the hell are you gonna change to Kai John Doe? Because I don't know what John she was with.
No. Because literally, when we were in Jamaica, and she was telling me all the stuff about her baby and stuff like that, I'm like, girl, that baby not even his. Why you doing all that? Like, we should have really got a DNA test while we was out in Jamaica.
We should have took a DNA test there.
Oh.
That's what we should have did. I'm saying, I'm talking about Jamaica.
We were in their. I mean, we were in the same place. We could have got her brush, got a little piece of hair,
swiped a piece of hair, stuff, and then
we would have been on to something.
No, we could have got a cup with her lip.
Okay, I was thinking about hair.
All and right. Then you take it to the.
Okay, yeah.
But then
wait, but dang, so now they trying to change the name.
Because I didn't even think about that. I'm like, so wait a minute. I was like, so the name is still Wayne's. Is Coley? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he said. I'm like, oh shoot,
dang,
that's weird. So the whole time your baby name is
it's a little tricky.
What I want to know is when they find out, or whenever,
don't say
it. Then they got to get the name changed back.
Yeah, Amanda go to the court. Amanda go to the court. The court.
You know what, Judge?
You know what? My bad.
I effed up. It was my fault. I messed up.
Can you imagine? No, it's funny, but it's not funny.
That baby gonna be screwed up.
No, bless the baby's heart for real. Whoever baby that is, bless that baby heart.
That baby gonna be thrown. He gonna have multiple personality last name disorder.
Ooh.
That's a real thing. That's MLNDO disorder. Yeah.
No. You have a way of thinking.
I'm just saying. So
it's kind of sad though.
When and if I finally decide for sure, you're gonna have my baby. You gonna
me?
No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna have it, but
stop.
I'm just glad you're not gonna fool me. You're not gonna.
No, do you see this? I'm a role model. Ow.
I'm mad because I'm hungry, and you ate without me.
I told you I had a snack. We could definitely eat again.
Okay, let's stop these two crazy people right here, right? Because they be tripping out. All right, but I like these two people, right? Because they're funny. But they're telling the truth. I mean, that baby does not look like Anthony, and I don't understand why Anthony Dodo Bird ass has not realized he needs to get another paternity test. Okay, and especially before they change the baby's last name, because there's a reason why Shayla did not change that name. Why would Shayla be walking around with the last name for her baby that belongs to her ex-boyfriend? And he knows that baby is not his. Now, it could turn out that the baby is his. You know how they do, when they be writing stuff, that the DNA test was wrong or whatever the case is. But anyway, I hope it's not Anthony's. Okay, the baby does not look like Anthony or anything. And Chase knows this, and so does Candace. And I hope that Chase lets his friend know that his butt needs to go take another test. And this time, don't hand it to Shayla. Don't be giving that test to no damn Shayla. And so she can give it to her mom or whatever the case is. Take it yourself. Take it yourself. Damn, it's not that hard. Just put it in the mailbox and there you go. All right. I would have helped. That was stupid anyway. What man who is married gives that paternity test to the side piece to go mail off, knowing that she can do anything? This is the same lady who seduced him when he was intoxicated, then fed him all those lies about Amber, saying Amber did not really love him. Keeps on bringing up the fact that Amber cheated and things like that. That's why she got her ass told off in the other skit. Keeps on bringing that up for leverage and stuff to keep him mad so he won't try to reconcile with his wife or anything else. She is so insecure and knows how she got him. She's so insecure. She's scared she's not going to keep him. She'll resort to anything. And I bet she's going to be turning like, crazy stalkish type once she realized that he does not really want her. They should let it play out like that too. They should make her start being like basically going just like, crazy, like being a stalker, doing all types of weird stuff. Then Kountry Wayne will get even more views. Okay. If he does that, let Amber and Anthony get back together. Let Amber tell Anthony that he needs to go ahead and take another paternity test. And then, obviously when he gets back together with his wife and leave Shayla's going to get mad. She's going to start doing all types of vindictive stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then when those test results come back and says that the baby is not his, then Shayla's going to get married. I mean, not get married, but she's going to get mad at her mom because she did not know her mom changed that test. And they should just make all sorts of confusion go around, You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will be watching these videos for real, for real. He'll really get a lot of views. That's the way I would do it. So let's hope he does it some way, some way, like, you know, that and everything. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this skit. Was it funny? Do y'all agree with Chase and Candace or what? Do y'all actually think that baby is Anthony's or do you think it's not his? You know, they said that Shayla had a one night stand at a bar around the same time before she got with Anthony. So who knows? It could be that dude's. Okay. All right. So let's see that next skit. The next skit, let's see here. So we're going to see this one, Angela. I mean, when Shayla tells Angelina, let me see. Hold on. I think that I may be able to pull that one up today. She shouldn't have had Kai. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Let me turn this down. My rock music down. All right. And I still haven't added that background music yet. I got to put it up there. Hopefully this weekend I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this up here. With Shayla. I wonder why they start off all these skits like this. When Shayla tells Angelina. See if I spell her name. I spelled it wrong. Angelina. Let's see if I pull up the right one. This is it right here, okay? So I'm shocked somebody got it up here. This is another girl I watch all the time. So let me go ahead and do this. I always forget to do this.
Look
Right
at
by
my
the
two favorite babies.
freeway or something.
Baby. Kai. Yes. You look heavy, honey. What's going on?
Just want to get some sun, you know.
Yeah.
Show my baby what God can do. You know, be in nature. I feel like that's the least I can do for him. Take him to parks. Get him closer to God. Because I feel like I've already ruined his life. So it's the least I could do.
Shayla, what are you talking about, ruin his life? What are you saying? You know what? How about we just have a seat? How about that? Okay. What's on your mind? Because you sound really, really heavy.
I don't know, Mom. I'm just starting to regret that I even had Kai.
What?
Because I just feel like I put him in a tough situation. Like, why would I get pregnant by my best friend at the time's husband and think that was going to turn out right? I had the decision. I could have made the decision, Mom, to not put Kai in this situation. And that's not what I chose.
No, that's not what you chose. What you chose was properly. The Lord blessed you with a son. Children are a gift from God. What were you going to do? The alternative? Then how would you have lived with yourself?
I just feel like my son doesn't deserve this life long. He deserves to have his father. You know, Anthony's not going to be here.
Oh, don't listen. We don't know where Anthony is going to be, but I promise you one thing: wherever he is, his money will be here.
Mom, it's not about money. It's about Kai having his father in his life, his parents in his life. He didn't deserve to be brought into this world of drama.
This may be so, but let me tell you something. He has a life better than 90% of people around the world. He has a roof over his head. He has loving parents. He has loving grandparents. His aunt loves him. Like, what are you saying here? Shayla, Alicia, you better get a hold of your mind. Do you hear me? Because Kai is the biggest gift God has ever given you. Just his presence is going to mature you. Just his presence is going to teach you how to stop being selfish. Now, I don't disagree with you in some of those areas.
But what is most important is that you understand that my grandbaby has never been, or nor will he ever be, a mistake.
Yeah.
I know, Mom. And I love my baby. I just wish I chose a better life for him.
Things will get better. They will. You see? You're going to give him that energy. He's going to know that you feel like he's a mistake. Do you want him to think that? Look at the energy transfer.
The thing is, somebody say AI Shayla. Why they say AI Shayla? Anyway, the thing is that Shayla is basing being a mother off of the wrong reasons. Off of keeping, on the basis that she keeps Anthony. All right, she got a baby. She should love her baby. If that is his dad, then she should get, child support and take care of her child. Get a job and get herself together and leave that married man alone. And go find her a single man. That's what the mom should have been telling her from the start. All right. And she should have never tampered with that DNA test if she did. And, let her daughter live her life. Okay. Her mom is part of the problem. And she's part of the reason why her daughter is acting like this, because her mom encouraged this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Her mom knows that Anthony may be getting back together with his wife, or he may just leave Shayla altogether, because not once has he ever proposed to her or anything. Nothing. No ring, no promise ring, no anything. Shayla is a dumbass lady. Let's keep it real. He hasn't given her anything to show that he has real commitment. And I can almost guarantee, if it turns out that baby is not his, he's going to be gone. Okay, he's going to be mad at Shayla. He's going to blame her for everything. And that's probably when he's going to start thinking about how they got together, how she seduced him and things like that. I don't understand why he has not told Amber about that, because I guarantee you Amber is going to, change her mind and start looking at stuff a little bit differently if she knew what Shayla did. Shayla seduced him. He was sloppy drunk, y'all. Y'all saw it. I think she, underneath her coat or something, I can't remember. She didn't have anything on, or she had on something really skimpy. I can't remember. And then after all that happened, I think the next morning, if I'm not mistaken, sometime later, if it's not, not too late, she told Anthony about Kountry Wayne and Amber, and started feeding all that stuff to him in his mind to make him think negative about his wife, and then continue to cheat with her. And so he was being weak. That's the weak one, weak as hell, because even if she did seduce him when he was drunk, a lot of men would have been like, girl, get your ass up off of me. You know what? And then even if the girl would have told the man about the wife cheating before they got married, he still would have pushed her ass up and went over there and confront his wife and everything, even if he didn't tell his wife about what he just did. But he, it just, I don't believe a lot of men would have did like Anthony did. I think it's unrealistic and crazy, especially going out of the country with her. She up on social media showing them like this man is single. He's going through a divorce, and she posting pictures talking about she feel like he is her husband. That's the most craziest shit I ever seen. And yet he did not even acknowledge that. Damn, can't you read body signals and stuff? If a guy is not saying that about you, he's not thinking about you in that way. You know what I'm saying? If he's not saying that he envisioned you to be his wife or whatever the case is and talking about that, he's not thinking about you being his wife. Come on now. I don't know what's wrong with this girl. Like I said before, just desperate and everything. And you know what, guys? In the real world, you have women like this for real. Sit up here and mess around with these damn married ass men. They be still with their wives and stuff, not even contemplating a divorce for real. Even if they are going through a divorce, they change their mind and they get back with their wives. And then for the ones who get with these side pieces, that shit usually don't last. The men usually cheat again. So I don't know why any woman will subject themselves to, foolishness like this. And then on top of that, to get pregnant, damn, you heard of birth control? I mean, it's like easy to get now, I don't even know why she even allowed herself to get pregnant. Damn, you just sitting up here having, without using any type of protection, and especially, protection that keeps her from getting all types of STDs. I mean, who does this in this day and time? So that's why I said this is crazy. They're too old. They're not little bitty kids. They're not in their 20s. You know, I think Anthony's in his 40s and Shayla maybe in her 30s. The real Shayla, and I'm still trying to figure out why the dude say AI Shayla, because Shayla, we know that Shayla, the real, outside of her character, she got in trouble. I don't know exactly. I did cover that. Let me see what did they say about that real quick before I get ready to leave. What's her name? Oh, I forgot her name. Shit, her real name. It's something. Let me see. Shayla. Let me just put it like this. Oh, let's see. Yeah, her name is X Baxter or something. Let me put was arrested. Let me see if I got any. I forgot to check to see if are any more. They got her up here. So May 28, 2024. What is this? June. They said she was charged with distributing drugs, giving contraband to inmates, crossing guard lines with contraband, conspiracy to commit a felony, drug possession in violation of oath. I mean, this is crazy, you guys. Look. So that's her right there. Let me show you. Let me stop this. So maybe that's why he said AI Shayla. Maybe it was somebody, but that's the real Shayla. Y'all crazy as ever. I mean, she's not still in jail or anything. So that is the real Shayla that's in that skit. Okay, so that's what she was charged with. Yeah, man, that's crazy, isn't it? So if she probably get probation. I mean, this is her first offense. Her name is Shayla Baxter. I almost had her. I said X Baxter or some stuff I said. So she was released. You know what I'm saying, you guys? She was released. Let's see if we got any more information on her. They got it all over here. I mean, she was arrested. 4 days ago, they had a little TikTok video up about her. Let's see what they said. It's probably the same thing that I covered on my regular lives at nighttime. Oh, this is old. Kountry Wayne. This ain't got nothing to do with the studios. So just listen. I know you probably heard. I heard yesterday. Someone commented on my video, and they said Shayla got arrested, y'all, in real life. Like, her real name is Shayla Baxter, and let me just start off by saying this. You know how to separate the two. Shayla is Shayla on Kountry Wayne's. Shayla Baxter is her real name. Okay, so I'm not going to play the rest of the so we already know that. I just told you charges, so we don't have to really listen to that. I just wanted to see what she was saying. So she did get booked, so they got that up here. He looking like he in jail. Shit, okay? This dude looks. Let me show y'all this video. Shit, he looks like he in jail. I'm not joking. It looks like he's in jail. He probably is. I'm just saying. Post come up that Shayla from the Kountry Wayne. I mean, for real. She got booked. Probably at work, I guess. Internet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking maybe it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I go look it up. She got booked. Shayla Baxter. You know what I mean? There's all the information right there. Arrest date 5/15/2025. Days in jail 1. She was released. Superior Court. Damn. Conspiracy to commit a felony. And this all came off Monroe County Sheriff's Office website. So yeah, it's true, man. She got booked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he looks like he in jail. Shit, for real. Let's see where he's at. They say it's time for Rain to write her off these skits. You know what? Honestly, that's what they may be about to do. Okay, that's why they're getting country. What's his name? Anthony and Amber back together. They may be getting ready to write her off these skits. Okay, I don't know. They can just do it. Atlanta's not the father and wrap her skit up. Her mom can go back to wherever she came from. The only one that needs to stay here is the sister Zachary, and the dad Brody, because he's with his side piece. And then write her on off the skit that she goes away with her baby. Because once she finds out that the baby isn't his, she's gonna be so embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna be looking at her side eye, and her and her mother ain't gonna be on the best terms. So Shayla should just get up and go back to wherever she came from. All right, with her baby. So they might do it like that, you guys. I didn't even think about that. I forgot about her charges and stuff. She got a lot of them. Goodness. So they said that her real charges could fit what she and Angela are doing to Anthony, extortion. The thing about it, Shayla does not know that her mom did that, okay? That's Angelina that needs to be charged with extortion, okay? And her new charges, her real charges don't go, it does not fit what she's going through in the skits because she's been charged with contraband and depossession and things like that. Somebody said I don't like her or her mom in the skits, but I wouldn't want them in jail. The thing about it, it's not about what we want. The thing about it is when you commit crimes, there's a high probability that you may be incarcerated. So you have to think before you do actions, okay? Unless it's something that you cannot help from doing, like self-defense or something like that. Your kids don't have any food, you don't have no other resources, you just don't know what to do, and then you go steal some money, okay? Not ROB someone, but you just steal some money. You know what I'm saying? So those things may be understandable somewhat, but definitely the self-defense is. But to be out here, if she did this, because it's all allegedly, if she did do the contraband stuff and the DRUG stuff, then it is what it is. Somebody said at this point, who cares? KW has clearly lost his touch. These skits aren't giving like they used to give, and they are played out, especially Anthony and Shayla's storyline. And you know what? Hopefully he's changing that right now. So hopefully we'll see, some better skits. I think the skits are okay. They do this on regular movies and stuff. They go on and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So, it looks like he's moving forward now. So hopefully that's what they're doing. But I think it is carrying on too long. They say he can write her off. A lot of people don't like Shayla. Okay, I'm going to just tell y'all that straight up. Somebody said, please let this be a sign that they are about to wrap this up. It's way past time. Time for Shayla to go. Call Kendrick. And, he needs to write her out of this. And somebody else said they believe Angelina doctored those results, and I do too. And she's going to be in trouble if she did. And somebody said Kountry Wayne has lost control of this. Shayla and Anthony, it's time to let it go. Let it be that baby is not his and move on. Enough is enough. So a lot of people, they're complaining on how long this stuff is going on, with Shayla, Anthony, and Amber. So hopefully with them, making this little breakthrough in marriage counseling and everything, and Anthony finally realizing that what he's doing is wrong, and everybody's realizing what they did was not the best thing in regards to the cheating and stuff. And hopefully they are getting ready to move on. As far as the real Shayla, hopefully everything works out for her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she got like a couple of charges there. I forgot exactly what they are. I just told you guys what they were. But I know one is DRUG possession, then contraband, carrying it inside, or giving it to a prisoner or something like that. Those are serious charges. So I don't know, how that would play out. I don't see any updated information other than what I just showed you guys. And on my other side of my channel, late night owls talk time, I'll let everybody know, keep them abreast of that situation right there. Okay, and hopefully she gets probation. I don't know. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let me know what you think about all of these skits. You guys have a blessed day. Make sure you check out all my other videos that I got out. Thank you guys for getting me up to 900 and some thousand views. Almost. Soon I'll be at 1 million. About time. Took a long time. It actually did, because when I first started my channel in 2015, I was just doing Dollar Tree hauls, and I wasn't really serious about it. I didn't start getting serious about my channel until like 2 years ago. So since then, my views have been going up. So I want to thank you and my subscribers. So I want to thank everybody for checking me out. Excuse all the bloopers that I make. Hey, this is live. It's hard to do a live video and stuff. But again, thank you guys so much. And check out all my other videos. Y'all have a blessed day, a blessed weekend. And I'll see you guys in my next It's Reaction Talk Time with Shay. All right, guys. And don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right now. Peace out, y'all. Let me make y'all laugh. Shay's too was so damn silly. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me put my outro on. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see you guys later. Let's cut this music. And don't forget to go watch Kountry Wayne's full videos, all right? So y'all can know what's going on. It's other good skits too, so make sure y'all go check those out. All right? Y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all later. Let me go ahead and put this on if I can ever find it. It's up here. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah. Right. Shoot on the Shay soon. Rev. Yo, Wayne write the skits, he produced the scene, but Shay bring the talk that's slick and mean. He got characters, drama, chaos on deck, but Shay the one breaking down every little speck. She spot the shade, the smirks, the face, catch the punchlines and the subtle mistakes. She the voice of the couch, the fam on the phone, like, did you see what just happened when he left her alone?
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay stuck wave. She real, she raw, she bold, she brave. Kountry Wayne built it, but Shay made it pop. Now hit that play and don't you stop.
She ain't here just watching, she go hosting from the sideline, talking over clips like it's game time. Characters wild, but Shay got control. She pause, rewind, then snatch they soul. No script in her voice, just truth and wit. Like, why is girl acting like she ain't seen that chick? She roast, she laugh, she bring the fire. Shay turn a 5-minute skit to an all-day ride.
She stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Oh, Shay's the vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, but Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne for cooking up the chaos. But if you want the real breakdown, side out to laugh the truth. You pull up here. This is the Shay's 2 reaction show. No cap, no filter. Just Shay.
Shay stay talking, she break it all down, from the messy to the funny. She wear that crown, skits by Wayne, but the show start here. When Shay react, you gon' laugh or tear. Ooh, it's the Shay still vibe, she the voice of the folks that don't let nothing slide. Kountry Wayne lit it, Shay got the flame. Now run that back, you know the name.